Welcome to my channel. This is Swoam Talks Soccer, and this is where we give you undiluted Chelsea news and content, so also other footballing matters all over the world. Yes, the stage is now set for the final of the UEFA Champions League between PSG and International on the 31st of May 2025 at the Allianz Arena. So also the UEFA Europa League final between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United, which is taking place in Bilbao in Spain. And lastly, the UEFA Conference League final between Real Betis and Chelsea. That one is taking place in Poland on the 28th of May 2025. Those are the finals for UEFA competitions this year, 2024-2025 season. We are looking forward to those games and we believe in that the best teams will win. Of course, I'm rooting for my team Chelsea to win the final between Real Betis on the 28th of May, Wednesday in Poland. Yes, it's week 36 in English Premiership this weekend. In fact, some matches were played early hours of today, and Chelsea game is coming up early hours of tomorrow. It's still Saturday in the United States of America, so that game is coming up early hours of tomorrow in the state. It's also coming up, I think, in the noon in the UK. So watch out for that game. I'm going to give you a preview on that game between Newcastle and Chelsea on this stream. Thank you one more time for joining me, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for this channel. Like I used to say, and I will continue saying, this is the channel where you get the undiluted Chelsea news and content all over the world. So also we'll give you other footballing matters pertaining to other clubs all over the world. Now let me give you EPL matches that were played today. Fulham won, Everton 3. That is, Fulham lost to Everton at the Griffin Cottage, 1 goal to 3. Ipswich 0, Brentford 1. Brentford is actually capitalizing. They just want to make that position where they'll be able to qualify for Europe next season. They are working on that seriously. Southampton 0, Manchester City 0. Wow, I couldn't believe that result, because I was thinking Manchester City will be able to massacre Southampton based on what they are working towards this season. They are trying to make top 4. Now that they drew against Southampton. I mean, instead of them getting 3 points, they had 1 point. That's a good thing for other teams coming behind them and chasing UEFA Champions League spot for next season. I'm talking about Newcastle, talking about Chelsea, talking about Nottingham Forest, and also Aston Villa. Another game that was played today, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Brighton 2. What a game! Brighton 2 is trying to capitalize on their chances and qualify for Europe next season. Let's look at it. Let's see whether it is possible for them to get that at the end of the season. Bournemouth 0, Aston Villa 1. What a game. What a win for Aston Villa. Now Aston Villa now has 63 points on the table. The same point with Chelsea and Newcastle. But Chelsea and Newcastle has 1 game in hand, which is coming on the early hours of tomorrow in the US. So that was the game. Those were the games that was played today in the EPL. And don't forget, El Clasico is coming up tomorrow. Wow. Barcelona against Real Madrid again. Another El Clasico. Watch out for that game. It's going to be explosive. It's going to be a cracker for both teams. Concerning tomorrow's game between Newcastle and Chelsea, let me give you the preview for that game. What I think Enzo Maresca will do concerning tomorrow's game, so that we can come out in flying colors. You know, this is a must win for Chelsea. If we can win this game, then top 4 is sealed. If we can win this game, top 4 is sealed. So we are looking forward for a good game from the boys come tomorrow, early hours of tomorrow, against Newcastle at St. James's Park. That is where the game will be played tomorrow. We are expecting Enzo Maresca to line up as usual. Sanchez in goal because he's been doing fantastically well in the past games. He's going to put Sanchez in goal, and at the center of the defense, he's going to call back Trevor Chalobah. He rested Trevor Chalobah on Thursday for the semi-final of the UEFA Conference League that was played at Stamford Bridge on the Thursday. Chelsea won that game 1-0. The goal scored by Jubriz Hall on that game. So he rested Chalobah for that game. So he's going to call back Chalobah to pair Kowir at the center of defense tomorrow. That's exactly what Enzo Maresca is going to do tomorrow in that game. And from this from the right back, I'm still expecting him to use Casido. Casido has been performing well in that right back of the defense ever since he's been deploying him to play that in the last 2 games, and I'm expecting Enzo Maresca to also deploy Casido to play at the left back tomorrow, so that he can invert to the middle to support the midfielders in the middle. From the left side of the defense, I'm expecting Cucurella to also come back. He was benched on Thursday for that game, and I'm expecting him to call him back and start this particular game against Newcastle tomorrow. So Cucurella, as you've been doing for club and country, you keep on doing that. We're enjoying the way you're playing right now. We enjoy the way you've been matured in your game, and you are doing perfectly well. So we're expecting Cucurella to play from the left of the defense tomorrow, with Casido playing from the right of the defense tomorrow. From the middle of the park, of course, we're expecting Enzo Fernandez to be at the middle of the park, marshalling the defense with Lavia. Wow, I can't wait to see Lavia playing again. What a maestro, what a midfielder, Lavia, what a midfielder. I'm expecting Lavia to pair with Enzo Maresca tomorrow in the middle of the park to play double pivot, but at the same time, I'm expecting Casido to join them in the middle and also go back when he wants to defense, like he did been doing it in the past 2 games, just inverting to the middle of the park and help Enzo Fernandez and Lavia in the middle of the park and go back to the defense, and he's been doing that fantastically well. Wow, I was not thinking Casido will be able to do justice to that position, but he's been doing well for the team. Wow, I don't know what is going to happen to Reece James at this time, because that is where Reece James used to play, but now Casido is doing it well for Chelsea. Yes, as the wingers is going to deploy tomorrow, that I believe Maresca will deploy tomorrow for wingers. Like I told you, that he likes using wide men to do his statics and bring out the statics, what he has planned to do. Tomorrow is not going to be different. He's going to use Pedro Neto from the right. He loves playing from the right. When he plays from the right, he performs better, be able to cut him very well, dribbles very well, and do those crosses. He's going to use Pedro Neto from the right as a winger. He's also going to start Madueke because he performed well the last game. I'm expecting him to also start Madueke from the left, so that he can be able to do his runs and cut him from the left for the day. And at the middle of the park, at the center of the park, the strikers, I'm expecting him to use Kopama in front of Enzo Fernandez and Lavia in front of them. Then Nicholas Jackson, who's been so quiet in the last 2 games he has played, but I believe he's going to call him back to start the game tomorrow, and we are trusting that Kopama will be able to display like he did against the last game that we played. We'll be able to play fantastically well. He scored a penalty. It belonged his call for Chelsea. The last goal he scored was in December 2024. He did that in the last game last weekend, and that was good from Kopama. So I'm expecting the boys to be lined up like that tomorrow, and I'm expecting a good game tomorrow against Newcastle. It's going to be very tough. It's going to be very, very tough and challenging, but I believe with the caliber of players we are displaying tomorrow, Chelsea will be able to come out in flying colors, and I'm predicting 3-2 in favor of Chelsea tomorrow. And I know Nicholas Jackson will score tomorrow. 3-2 in favor of Chelsea. I believe we are going to come out in a very strong way tomorrow, so we'll be able to deliver the good. You know what? We need that match. That match is a must win for Chelsea. That game is a must win for Chelsea. That game is a must win for the boys, and they are aware of that. If we can win that game, then top 4 is guaranteed. Top 4 is guaranteed. We just start dancing that we already qualify for top 4 next season, 2025-2026 season. That is what I have for you tonight concerning tomorrow's game, the preview of EPL matches played today, and also preview of tomorrow's game that will be played between Newcastle and Chelsea. I will come back also to give you a review of all those games, all week 36 matches will be played in EPL this weekend, and the one that will be played tomorrow, the one that will be played on Monday. I'll also come back to give you a review of all those matches and see how those matches went down in all across United Kingdom. Yes, thank you so much time for joining me one more time, and don't forget once again to like, share, and subscribe for this channel. And I promise you, I will keep giving you that rich content from Chelsea and also news from Chelsea, so also that footballing matters all over the world. So till I see you again on this stream, thank you so much and have a blessed day ahead. Thank you.